Y'all, Janet Jackson is standing on business by refusing to bend the knee to apologize for her recent comments about questioning Kamala Harris's blackness. And the Democratic shills are raging out against Janet Jackson for not apologizing. And I'm loving it. I wasn't going to cover this because I just felt like it was ridiculous. People can have their own thoughts and opinions, but I stumbled across something. And I think it goes deeper than Janet Jackson questioning Kamala Harris's blackness. I found this interesting clip concerning her brother, Michael Jackson. Take a look.
That could mean life in prison. And cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester, and I am certain of that. He loved children. He'd play with my son Eric and my son Donald, and he'd just play with them forever. He loved children, but he was not a child molester. And, you know, that whole final saga of Neverland and the police and what they did was, I think, a very, very bad.
So basically, while Kamala was seeking to indict and convict Michael Jackson, Trump was defending Michael Jackson for decades, even after his death. But y'all asking black folks to cancel Janet Jackson, whom is a iconic black woman through her music, for a woman that is a chameleon with questionable genealogy, according to Candace Owens. Take a look at this.
So last night we decided to continue our research to see if we could find birth certificates and marriage certificates and death certificates, which could further signify those points. And indeed it did. As speculated, we were able to confirm that Kamala's black grandmother that she showed us in that picture died in 1960, before Kamala was born. I can show you right now her death certificate. As you can see there, it says that she died in July of 1960. And so this is a huge scandal. Just an absolutely huge scandal. Kamala Harris published in her book that she was standing next to her Grandma Beryl. But Grandma Beryl died in 1960, 4 years before Kamala Harris was born.
Basically, Candace Owens, she has this 3-part series on her channel going back into Kamala Harris's genealogy and the discoveries that she has found based off of her 2019 book, The Truth We Hold, is just scandalous, downright scandalous. This woman nobody knows who this woman is. I mean, at this point, not even her. And y'all want us to defend this woman out here, that we're not even sure if she's black. And we're only bringing up the blackness is because they are running off of identity politics, the Democratic Party is. And they think that we should elect her just because she's a black woman. And the more and more we're discovering about her, it's just simply not true. Very sketchy. Very sketchy. I suggest you go check out Candace Owens' series about Kamala Harris's genealogy. But all in all, with that being said, we're not canceling Janet Jackson for a woman that we don't even know what her background is. Her past is sketchy. Everything that she says is sketchy. So y'all can miss us with that. Janet Jackson, we're 100% behind you. Keep it going. Thank you.